Nice to have you here. Don't forget to validate your parking and do not lose your ticket. This is Waikiki. If you lose your ticket, it's actually cheaper just to give them your car. Waikiki, man. Local people, they don't like coming down there. They feel out of place. That's what we're hearing. Oh, I want to go down Waikiki. I feel out of place. It's kind of true, you know, like when you're on the 3rd floor of Ala Moana Shopping Center. Same feeling, you know, you're looking around, wow. This store's not for us. I got that one store up there, Prada. Must confuse someone, you know. Come on, go into that store, Prada. Gotta be good at Prada. Very nice to have you here, though. Country, that's where I'm from. Went to public school, proud of it. My kids, of course, go to private school. Big difference, you know. Public school, we play football. You know. Private school, my son, he takes fencing. I didn't even know what fencing was. My wife says, hey, our son's taking fencing. You know, I'm like, oh, that's good, you know, because plenty dogs coming inside our yard. What kind of fencing? Martial art or chain link? Like, we don't live Waianae anymore. Now we live in Kailua. You know, big difference from Waianae, you know what I mean? First thing I noticed about Kailua, everyone has the kind of dogs you would pet. You know? In fact, that's how they describe people. Oh, he's a nice man. He has dogs. Waianae, very different. Oh, watch out for brother. He get dogs. Even the dog names in Kailua are different. Here, Fluffy, here. Heel, petals, heel. Fetch, flower. There I am with my pit bull, you know. Oh, what an interesting animal. What's his name? Oh, this is Flesh Ripper. Can you ask him to release my dog? Sorry, that was true toy. You know who's putting up with a lot of heat? Frank DeLima. Filipinos, man, they are leaving threatening messages on his answering machine. Yeah, he played the machine for me. Andy, listen to this, listen to this. You stop telling that Filipino joke. I am going to poke you with a knife. You know what joke I am talking about, that one. Blong song dang biligid dang bang bakatang bang. I tell Frank, bro, that's a good bit, you know. I know, but listen to this. And then the guy went on, and you do not stop telling that joke, I'm going to kill you. Oh, man, you know, I love Frank, but you know, he's a real panty, right? But look, Andy, look, the guy said he's going to kill me. You heard him, he's going to kill me. I have to tell you never grow up country, bro. I'll tell you something right now. People who kill you don't call you up first. They just kill you, Frank. I tried to help them come up with something that is non-ethnic. So I adapted a joke. I want to try it out on you. Well, I'll just do it. There are 3 guys. They walk into a bar. They order 3 beers. Okay. 3 flies come land 1 in each beer. The first gentleman, of no particular ethnicity, okay, he's wearing a lime green shirt and purple pants. And he's carrying a black dog named Lunch. He sees the fly in the beer, is disgusted by the insect, and pushes the beverage to the side. The second gentleman, again, of no particular ethnicity, he's quietly enjoying a malasada. And he's a little nervous because he locked the keys in his car. The top is down and might rain. He sees the fly, removes the insect, and enjoys his refreshing beverage. The third gentleman, again, of no particular ethnicity. He has 2 middle names, lives in a house behind a red door. There's a big mole with a hair coming out of it. And just happens to be the landlord. He sees the fly in the beverage, grabs it by the wings and says, "You not steal from me! Spit it out! Spit it out!" See? You don't need these cheap ethnic references. Frank could work Dubuque, Iowa with that one, I think. I don't know. Yeah. I'll be 50 years old in December, too. Boy, that's yeah. You know, I remember when I was 25, man, I was thinking, man, 50 is so old, you know. Now here I am 50, I realized, you know, I was right. So we got some young people in here. Here's one, too. I got a hearing aid now, and you know why? No, because from rock and roll music when I was a kid, you know, with the Walkman, it just came out and bam, wow. Now here I am. Huh? What? So I got this hearing aid. Good fun, bro. Hey, if you're thinking about a hearing aid, man, if you're at that stage, you know, where you're like, you know, the only way you can watch TV is to be on the same station as the neighbors. You ever do that? That green line, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, come on. They're mumbling, honey, they're mumbling. Hey, go get your hearing checked, because you know, you go deaf gradually. You put this thing in, man, boom, you back full speed. I'm serious, 1 minute it's like, huh, what, huh? The next minute it's like, honey, I think we have ants in the garage. Oh yeah, everything's so amplified, man. You pee, you sound like a racehorse. I am a man! You know what they don't tell you? These things have batteries, and the battery dies. No, I'm serious. You know when a hearing aid battery dies? It goes from being an aid to a plug. You know? No, serious. 1 minute you're the bionic man. You know, next minute everyone's speaking Klingon. Live long and prosper. Here's one. Look at my eyes. Okay, I'm looking forward. See how this eye looking straight and this eye kind of off? I'm falling apart. I mean, look at this. This eye's looking at you. This eye's looking for a job, you know? How the heck did that happen? Get you in trouble, too. I was at a disco. Brother walk up to you. Why, you staring at my wife? Maybe. Oh, man. Plus, I'm getting over that sick. Anybody getting that? You get that thing? Oh, man, that's brutal. I didn't mind most of it. It was chills at night. Man, that's the one that drove me nuts, you know? You ever get that? It's like, you know, you're just in bed and, you know, and then you gotta pee, so you go, okay, and you lift up the covers, you go from Hawaii to Alaska. There's nothing worse than when, you know, having the serious shivers and you're trying to pee, huh, guys? If I pee like this, my wife will kill me. Right, so what do you do? Because nobody's looking, right? You sit down, okay. Oh, great, now I'm sick and I feel like a fag. And you know, we don't know how to sit down and pee. I mean, what's the rules? I hate being sick, you know, because you feel it's like you want to go into yourself, you know, and just fight these germs. One-on-one, you know, go down there and search them out. You know, there they are, you know. Hey, what are you doing? Causing trouble with germs. Why, what you gonna do? Call RoboCop? No, I'm calling Robotussin. And his Samoan friend, Sudafed. That's right, I am Sudafed. And I'm gonna go broke your fever. And this is my antibiotic. I wrecked my car recently. Oh, what a bummer, man. I was going up the pulley. I just lost control, you know. In fact, I told the cops this. They don't believe me, but I swear it's true. I was going up the pulley, okay? It was raining. I might have been going a little fast, right? When out of nowhere, giraffe. Took out a pole, the whole bit. They're going to charge me for the pole. I said, okay, I'll pay it. Bro, where's my pole? Delivered. So we had to go buy a new car. Oh my God. I wanted one of those new Filipino cars, you know, the Passat. That's a good car, you know, because you get stuck behind a slow truck going up the pulley. You just step on the gas and pass up. I love car names. You know, so many of them end with A. You get Corolla, you know, the Celica, you know, Integra. My favorite is the Acura, implying accuracy. Because that's a nice feature in an automobile, don't you think? You know, because you'll be driving along, you know, your wife is like, huh? I told you buy that Acura. But no, you had to buy the Approxima. You'd be surprised, you shop for cars, how many of the brochures say, our car has drivability. Oh, in a car? My God, what's next? Edible food. Stupid things make me upset. You know, who decided we need individual labels on apples? I bought some apples the other day, the label said apple. Who is this for? Someone who may not recognize this exotic fruit? How many people walking through Foodland? Hey, honey, what the hell kind of fruit is that? I don't know, read the label. Hey, it's apple. You ever try to get that label off? You pick at it for a while and forget it. You do get it off, you can't get rid of it. It's like a little synthetic booger. It's like... Stupid signs. You ever put gas in your car? Little digital readout comes out. Please replace nozzle after fueling. When did this become a big problem? How many people putting gas in their car? Honey, I just put gas. Wait, I forgot where this thing goes. Just throw them on the ground, honey. Can't stand stupid signs. You ever go to the airport? They got signs now in front of the boarding areas. They got pictures of things you can't bring on the plane. You see this sign? You know, they got a picture of a gun with an international sign of no guns. Ooh, gee, didn't know that. Right? Big picture of a knife, no knives. Okay, that makes sense. They have a picture of a bomb. A bomb? You know that bomb off the Roadrunner cartoon, that round one with the fuse coming out of it? You know? No bombs. Who is this sign for? How many Islamic jihads do you think that thing's deterring? Now really, how many terrorists are walking up to that? Oh, great. How can I blow up the plane if I cannot bring my bomb? Just walk past the sign, Ahmed. I don't mind killing 400 people and maybe even myself, but I cannot disobey the sign. And don't get me wrong, I'm not putting security down. I think security is a wonderful thing. Real security. Fake security drives me nuts. These guys checking your car before you go into the parking lot at the airport. Yeah, there's a crack team of security professionals. No, true story. I had a box in the back of my car. Brother stopped me. Whoa, hold on, brother, hold on. What's in the box? It's my stuff. Oh, you stuff? Okay, go on. You ever get caught behind one of these people with all the piercings? You know, you're trying to get through the metal detector. Oh, sorry. Oh, bro, I gotta come back. All because of the war. Excuse me, it's not a war. The president has made it quite clear that it's a response. A response. I wish I'd have thought of that in high school, because I can't tell you how many fights I got into. I could have used that. Hey, Andy, how come you was fighting? Oh, Mr. Counselor, I wasn't fighting. I was responding. Oh, responding. You hit him first. Oh, I was on preemptive strike. Brought us from the housing, and I was just trying to deter him from calling upon his cousins of mass destruction. This war, man, I'm addicted to the war. I gotta tell you, a lot of local people are too, Especially the names of the places. We have guitar and we have two basses. Oh, local people. Bass, guitar. Oh, Operation Casamero. And there is no other place that I'd rather be than bombing Iraqis from the middle of the sea. With special guest Henry Capono. And there is no other place that I'd rather be than helping our brothers bust up Iraqis. Thank you so much. This war, I gotta tell you, we're gonna kick butt out in that war. You know why? Because we got women involved in every aspect of it. This time someone figured it out. Yeah. There they are, man. Because women have a skill that men just do not have, and that is the ability to find stuff even if it's under something else. That's why we can't find Bin Laden. We got men looking for him. Oh, I don't see him any place. You got women over there going, did you look under something? I never thought of that. There's some women over there, man, they be lifting a rock. There he is, right there! Idiot. This war's like Mike Tyson fighting Michael Jackson. Why does everyone think I'm so weird? Michael Jackson goes into the corner, he comes out, and everybody's like, he looks kind of different. Is that Janet? Shock and awe. I love that. Shock and awe. Especially in Hawaii, because we all know that one. That when people fight. Shock, awe. That wouldn't work in Hawaii if they attacked us with shock and awe. The whole state would just go, cut line. Okay, I took that too far. I gotta tell you, I knew Saddam was going down from the beginning because he's the leader. Next in command are his two sons, and he lives in a town named Baghdad. Yeah, I got a feeling Dad's in a bag right now. Then you're watching television, and we've got the peace protesters all over the world. I especially like watching these peace protesters beating the crap out of each other. No more war. We're for peace. Hey, get out of here. Oh, yeah? Now the job, of course, becomes to win the hearts and minds of the Iraqi people, which I don't think will be any problem because we have all those Marines there from Texas. And I'm sure they're getting along famously with the Iraqi people. Don't you love hearing those guys talk on CNN? Yeah, we're going to help these Iraqi people all the way from Qasr to all the way there to Karbala. All these Iraqis are going, do you mean Qasar and Karbala? Well, that's what I said. Maybe you can't hear so good because that towel wrapped too tight around your head. How long does it take your hair to dry anyway, boy? These Marines, man, they can't say anybody's name correctly. They hear native Iraqi speakers say the names every day. They can't say them right. For months we were looking for Saddam. We're going to find Saddam. You know that's got to piss the guy off. It's pronounced Saddam. Just like that from now on, you are by Oosh. Al-Qaeda. We're going to find Al-Qaeda. Sounds like a lounge act in Vegas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Al-Qaeda. Hey, Mr. Taliban, bring me banana. Bin Laden, whoa. Forgotten, no, 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 no. Bum, 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 kasar, bumming, kasar. Craziest words that I ever heard. Bumming, kasar, bumming, kasar. Call now and get Al-Qaeda's greatest hits. My wife says I'm getting old and grouchy. You be the judge. Am I the only one that ever walks into McDonald's and wonders to themselves, where are those sharp kids from the commercial? Right? Just once I'd like to walk into McDonald's, get, hi, welcome to McDonald's. Can I help you? We love to see you smile. Right? You never get that guy. You get that minimum wage victim with fish mouth. Right? You want to have some fun? Ask the kid, excuse me, how much is a Big Mac? Watch him do this. I'm not blaming McDonald's. Hey, I go to the local drive-ins. Excuse me, may I please have a small Coke? Brother, tell me, oh, we only get medium and large. Well, how can you have medium without small? Medium means between something. Brother, tell me, oh, medium is between big and nothing. You ever ask directions on a neighbor island? First of all, local people can't believe you don't know where everything is if you're local. You know, it's like, excuse me, do you know where Auntie Simon is? What, bro? You don't know where's Auntie Simon? Oh, no. Oh, that's where you like go. Oh, yeah. Why, you don't know where to stay? No. How you gonna find them? Well, I was hoping you'd give me directions. They give me those neighbor island directions. Okay, bro, you see the road right out here? Okay, you know, bro, you just keep going down the road, bro. You know where the old fire station used to be? No, you don't know where the old fire station? Okay, forget that. Same road, going down, bro. We're gonna have one big tree. Is the tree still there? Yeah, I can't miss them, right across the orange mailbox. Okay. You're going down the road, bro. What you do, bro, turn right 1/4 mile before the tree. Yeah. This guy begging now. You see more and more of that in Hawaii. You know, you see it on the mainland, but now all of a sudden it's here. It makes me feel uncomfortable for some reason, you know? And I think it's because if you've been to the mainland, people beg there, man. I'm telling you, they wipe your windows, they're hustling. Hey, man, nice coat. How about laying some change on? Hey, babe, look at that car, man. You can afford $1 for a homeless guy. Hey, man, let me wipe your windows. Give me some things. These people with the signs, they have reduced begging to even less work. And the signs are, you know, insulting. Will work for food. Well, then why don't you? We do. How about we'll bathe for job interview? And I would give the guy money too if I knew he wasn't lying, you know what I mean? I'm serious, if you pulled up and said, brother, need money for a 6-pack. Okay, at least you're not lying. Here you go. And what gets me is a lot of these homeless guys, you see them, they have dogs. Okay, I know they're not the best decision makers, but if you can't feed yourself, should you have something that eats? You know, I'm with a Filipino friend of mine from the Philippines. Right, he walked by, the guy go, we'll work for food. The Filipino guy, look at his dog. What? What more does he want? Guy with a dog tell a Filipino, brother, help me out. Brother, bring him wood. If your kids were starving, you wouldn't eat a dog? Fluffy, no way. Who would get the newspaper? You know, I got a theory on how eating dogs started, and it came to me. Whenever I go through like a seashore town where they have steaming crabs, and which seemed like a much odder food to me. I don't know why. You know, and it's a kind of prejudice where you look at, you know, crab, dog. I mean, imagine if we were cave cats. You could go back in time, you know, and you're still at that point where we're deciding what was edible and what was not, you know, and you're cruising around, you know, and you're starving, and man, and it's like, okay, Mike stand bad, you know, and then you get to the end of the path, and there's a dog here and a crab here, and you haven't seen either of them. What will go through your mind? It's like, gee, look at that hard spider. Little Edward Scissorhands over there. Little pokey needle feet. I think I'll put that in my mouth. You know. Right? You know, the guy goes, oh, man. Oh, Jesus. That's how eating dogs started. No, I'm serious, because let's face it, what's more convenient than food that will come when you call it? That's all, because, hey, right? Because you had to chase food back then, right? Cave cat days, am I wrong? I mean, you think you got pressure now, man. Imagine you get back to the cave, your old lady says, you know, tonight I'm really in the mood for bear. Hey, you know, honey, rabbit is good eating. Or brings his wife bear. Can't you bring me bear? Oh, I can bring bear. Why you like bear? No problem. And you're out there sharpening your spear. You know, you're not spending enough time with the kids, huh? Imagine fighting bear, man. Oh, lucky shot. You know. Bring it home, your wife says, I'm not cleaning that. Big bear laying there, all cut up. Guy from the next cave comes over, oh, nice animal. Oh, you gotta put something on that, that's nasty. Hey, I want to show you something, check this out. Whoa, what do you call that? Technology. See, local jokes, by my definition, have a sensitivity to the culture. Like a Japanese joke on the mainland. It's physical characteristic references. Hey man, how come Japanese make good secretaries? Because they can check the mail good. No insight into the culture. A local Japanese joke, hey bro, how come sharks like to eat Japanese people? Because in the middle get one big ume. Yeah, my father, he don't like Filipino jokes, man. I'll tell you the first joke I ever told him, 9 years old, and my dad wanted to go to Makaha Inn, had swimming pool. He goes, come on boy, we are going to Makaha Inn. They have the swimming pool. Daddy, we cannot swim up there, a prejudice against Filipinos. Why do you say that, boy? Daddy, I see one big sign, no flips in the pool. Oh, Daddy, no whack me. That's my first joke. Hey, tell me, you are my first joke. I grew up primarily with Filipino food. My wife now is Japanese. That's beautiful food. You know, a sprinkle of thing and put a wrap it. Oh man, that's beautiful. I want to eat that, you know? Filipino food, man, looks like somebody already ate it. And it must be great for you, man, because you know Filipinos, they look young till they're old. You notice that? The only way you can tell how old a Filipino man is how high the belt gets. You see all the young boy down here, and you get the middle-aged guy right here. All the old fucks, that bugger you got. They gotta pull down their zipper, scratch their pico, you know? This is very convenient. Well, everybody's got accents. You know, they tease us about our pidgin, but man, you ever go to the Midwest? There, they speak in complete sentences. This guy says to me, Andy, I was just thinking about going on in the kitchen, get myself an ice cold Coca-Cola, and while I was in the kitchen, I just wondered maybe you like for me to bring you back an ice cold Coca-Cola for yourself. Right. I'm serious, you feel real guilty going, nah. In pidgin, that whole sentence would be, soda. Oh yeah, big difference. California, my God. This guy gets rear-ended in his car, right? Bang, right? He gets out. Oh wow, like just run into the back of my car. Just ruined my day in a major way. I'm like bummed to the max for sure. That's what I like about pidgin. It's so concise. If that happened to a local boy, he gets rear-ended in his car, it would be. My mom is German, you know. You know, that's the thing, a lot of people don't know that, you know, my mom. You can't get more holy than that, you know. German is like, and I got uncles look like Hitler's wet dream. Which is why it's weird, because, you know, when I was in the mainland, I gotta tell you, I did this one thing one time, an audition in Los Angeles, and the lady stamped on my card, non-white. You know, I went, huh? What? Not white? She goes, well, you're not white. And the worst part is, then I caught a flight, Honolulu International Airport. She brought her from Hawaii, and I go, hey, Andy, how's it, bro? Oh, you came white, huh? You know, this one tourist, she says to me, you know, why do the local people resent the white people so much? I said, well, it's not really resentment. It's just that you guys think differently. Well, what do you mean? In school, you ever notice how white people are always discovering places people already are? You don't see anything wrong with that. What are you talking about? Columbus discovered America, right? Well, yeah. What about all the Indians? Well, he discovered them too. In school, didn't you ever question that? Captain Cook discovered the Hawaiian Islands. Oh, what about all the million Hawaiians had? Well, he discovered them too. I think we ought to take a big Hawaiian flag over to Europe, pop it into the ground. We discovered these for Hawaii. And what about us, Governor? We discover you too, bro. One thing that always drives me nuts, you ever go to these tourist shows and they start with aloha? Tourists think that's how we greet each other. Bro, imagine that. You're in Nanakuli, you know, they make it two brothers, you know, leaning on a car. They're so big, the other two wheels off the ground, you know. And you roll up. I was like, wow, bro, when you started smoking ice. It means hello. It means goodbye. It means love. Aloha. Why don't they give them the real meaning of aloha? You know, it's two Hawaiian words, right? Alo is your face, and ha was the breath of life. When Hawaiian warriors would meet, they would touch their faces, alo, and they would share the breath of life for a moment. Alo. Isn't that cool? That's where haole came from. Ha is ha, and ole was no. They were the people who didn't ha. Well, there are two schools of thought on why the Europeans didn't. The first one, the Hawaiian men tried to touch faces. These Europeans went, we've got names for people like you. I come from, governor. It's called hairdresser. The second school of thought, my favorite, is that they did ha with the Europeans. The Hawaiians went, ha. The Europeans went, ha. The Hawaiians went, ha. Well, next time you guys leave Europe, you can try pack toothpaste. And his brother went over to ha, and he goes, brother, ole. Can we talk about anything you want to talk about? No, I'm serious. Any question? I'm sorry? What? Why do locals do that? They say something, then you go, what? And then they don't. That's how we lost our land, No, I'm serious. That's how it happened. Hey, bro, you took our land. You said you're going to use them for military purposes. You never give them back, bro. That's our birthright. We like them back. We like them back. No, bro. Only pa. I'm sorry. What did you say? It's all right. That's why it's hard to be a comedian in Hawaii, because you get so many macho guys. Macho guys, they don't laugh with their mouth. They laugh with their neck. They don't make noise. You really get them with a good joke, they push their neck forward. If they think they're going to laugh, then they just turn away. And on top of that, they're usually with women that laugh so high, only dogs can hear them. Dogs at Nanakuli. Oh! You ever get these smoke alarm people? They laugh like a smoke alarm. Clear the room, crawl on the ground. You grow up in the country, all kinds of things hit you. Like first of all, everywhere else you go, mahus look really small. Because Waianae had big mahus. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know why. They're just big. I mean, this isn't a statement on homosexuality. Do what you want, but the size. It's like Waianae. It's like they tried out for the football team, never make it, and snap. I'm here to try for the fullback position. Sorry about that position. Already filled. Well, forget it then. We lost another one. I'm hesitating to tell you the story because it's not really a bit, but it's true. You guys might dig this. I don't know. True story. There was this Mahu when I was going to high school. In fact, there was a girl here who went the same year I was supposed to graduate. Where are we at? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. You remember Wayne? You remember him with the beehive hairdo? Okay. Back me up on this, okay? Because this will sound like I'm making up. Dude, he watched the lunch line, right? In the front. This bugger was big. Don't tell him I said this, okay? Please. Okay? Hey, brother. And here's after you hear the story, you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? So he watched the lunch line. Now, that doesn't sound like an important job, but you have to understand, Waianae, that's the only thing everybody show up for, right? So, plenty people, you know what I'm saying? So, had this new kid, and he cut in line, right? So Wayne go, hey, you, new boy, never mind couple cuts, get in a back bar, right? So this new kid, he go, shut up, fag. Yeah, right, see the people from the country. Everybody in line went, whoa. Right? So Wayne walks up to this guy,
Okay, you knew, so I'm gonna give you a chance, yeah? What am I? So this guy goes, hey, you on Mahu? That's right, I'm Mahu, yeah? Where I go school?
Why not?
Right again, brah. Okay, now think in your little mind. Mahu, I go school, why not? Who you think beef more, me or you?
You see the light come on in a Hawai and say, I'll be in the back. Oh, you guys are a good crowd. That's right or what? Am I correct on that one? You're a country girl next time. That's what the country girls are, but get them mad. Hey, brother, you broke your thing! You know Don Ho used to be a pilot in the Air Force? Yeah, he flew jets. Spooky thought, isn't it? Man. You should have sent him to Iraq. Imagine that, man, when them missiles come up, takes out the wing. There's Don addressing the crew. Hello, everybody. This is your captain, Captain Ho. I'd just like to inform you that we all gonna die. But before we go, let's give you one last aloha. If you find yourself in Iraqi desert, find some knuckleheads that won't behave. Don't you worry about no chemical weapons, brother. You the USA, so just be brave. 'Cause they ain't, no they ain't. You guys too young, huh? Tell you a true story. Don and I were driving through Waikiki one time. I was driving, Don was riding, and he saw a bully, the light man, on the side of the road. So he says to me, "Hey, that's bully, huh? Honk your horn, Alex. Had a bully." Oh, okay. Mimi. Well, there was this guy in front of us with one of them jacked up Toyota pickup trucks. You know what I'm talking about? One of those guys with a sound system is actually more powerful than the engine. You seen these knuckleheads? You're trying to listen to your stuff at the intersection, all yours. You know, I figured out why it's got to be so loud. It's what moves the vehicle. Ah, turn them up. We got to reach Nalahuli. You know, and obviously this guy was a fan of Toyota racing development because he had a big TRD on the side of his truck. It spells turd. At least that's better than them little guys in them 4-cylinder turbocharged sewing machine cars. Have you seen these clowns? And they try to fool you. They put the big muffler. Like you want to grab them by the ear. Bro, I don't care how many mufflers you put on that thing. It's still a Civic. And good thing you get that wing F when you go over 170. The driving position. What's with this stiff arm thing? It's like, you know, a message, bro. I'm so bad. If I get in one accident, or like the airbag broke my arm. So this guy in this big truck hears me go, meh. Bro, now he's in, hit the brakes. What, honking at me? This is the only state in the union where we find that as offensive as we do. That's why tourists honk like there's no tomorrow when they're here.
Come on, you want to hurry it up there? I have a life. I'd like to lead it.
They honk like there's no tomorrow. They don't even think about it, you know? They'll check out of their hotel, fly back to Tahlequah, Oklahoma. 2 days later, yeah, hello? What, bro, you just honking at me? Right? We take it seriously, as does this clown, right? Oh, I'm honking at me, huh? And he snaps. You know that kind, kang. You know that local boy go off, forget about everything, snap. See, local boys will snap. I mean, that's a given fact. In fact, we snap so often, we will ask you if you want us to snap. Right? He goes like this. What, you like me snap? Keep it up, I'm gonna snap. What, you like me snap? No! Oh yes, please, go berserk. Punch another door, we don't have enough Bruce Lee posters. That's another thing, our local boys, we will punch that door. Oh yeah, huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, big hole in the door, see what you made me do? Big hole in the door from me, cause of you. Yeah, we'll punch that door because we all grew up in them Hicks homes with them hollow ass doors. Only easier. Oh yeah, look at that, right through, Superman. Don't try that in Kahala. Let me tell you, it's like, oh yeah, frickin' core.
Hey, what happened to Superman?
Honey, that's core, Hawaiian kryptonite. So this guy snaps, pa-kang, flips open his door, puts on his parachute, jump out. Now he's hanging on my door. What, bro, you honking at me? What, bro, you honking at me? Huh? What, you, me, honking? You know, and I'm like, you know, there's some very good decaffeinated brands on the market. Of course, then he sees Don. His whole attitude just changes. Oh, hey, Uncle Don, I never know it was you, bro. Don was so cool. He said to this guy, boy, that was the how's it honk. That wasn't the get out of the way honk. You can drive in Waikiki. Learn your honks. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Good night.